called the categorical imperative. What he tried to do was ground morality in logic. He tried to find moral laws that were as inescapable as the laws of mathematics. He thought that any being with reason should be able to appreciate the categorical imperative and understand that it's the foundation of morality. And this appeal to reason is what gives his moral philosophy its apparent universalism. It looks like it applies pretty evenly and solidly to everybody, just like the laws of maths are the same for everybody. On the other hand, though, in his anthropological work, Kant invented an imaginary hierarchy of 4 races: white, black, yellow, and red, with white being the highest. He spent a lot of time arguing that people of color couldn't be educated to the same levels or were particularly suited for menial labor or slavery. That stuff about him saying that black white people were the purest ideal of humanity, and only later in a baby's life did they become corrupted by tropical heat or phlogiston or some other pseudo-scientific nonsense. It should be obvious, but it's worth emphasizing that Kant said that. Kant said those things in public, in print, as a serious academic, just without ever asking a single person of color. He was just like, yeah, I don't need to follow up on that. That's probably true. Interestingly, Kant attempts to justify his made-up hierarchy using something that is supposed to resemble science. All that stuff about phlogiston and iron in the blood is an early attempt at scientific racism. That's when people use dodgy science, like measuring skull shape, to invent and organize racial categories from superior to inferior. What we now know is that race isn't a biological category at all. Biologically, the taxonomy doesn't make sense. It's a political category, and it always was. But scientific racists will try and find what will pass the right questionable racial hierarchy. Since we discovered evolution and genetics, scientific racism has drawn mainly on those.